Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. It is, God, it's Wednesday already. Oh, Lord, these weeks go so fast. Uh, Welcome to Morning Coffee with Florida Lacrosse News. Lee Roggenberg, your host. Let's have a sip of Java to start the bit off. So good. Okay, get the easy stuff out of the way first. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Easy to find that little button. I assume everyone knows what subscribe means at this point. Like the videos if you do. Like them even if you don't. What the heck? Okay, before we, most of this is going to be on college. Just a couple things to get out of the way first. Just before, about 10 minutes ago, I took a look at Inside Lacrosse's top 25 high school national ranking. Once again, Florida gets ignored in favor of this Northeast is 23 of the 25 schools. I don't know why they bother calling it national at this point. After all, should St. Thomas be even thought of? I mean, what did they do? They won a state title. They beat Ponte Vedra. They beat St. Andrews. They beat Jupiter twice. There are 3 losses. And believe me, in that national poll, there are teams with 3 or more losses. They lost by 1 goal in overtime to a Florida team that made a state championship game. They lost by 4 goals to Boys Latin, who is ranked number 3 in the nation. If you're listening up there, guys, why don't you ask the Boys Latin head coach how good St. Thomas is, since you obviously have no urge to do the homework yourself. And they lost by 6 to another ranked team. I mean, come on. I see. At some point in time, guys, think a little bit outside the box. If you can't give a Florida team, a California team, a Georgia team, more than one Texas team, a little bit of love, make it a top 40, then you can have a slot for the best Florida team. You can have a slot for the best Georgia team. You can have a slot for the best Texas team. You can have a slot for the best California team instead of relying on the 6th place team in the MIAA, which has happened in times. Guys, come on. I mean, St. Thomas deserves consideration for that National 25. That resume is as good as anyone 23, 24, and 25. When I look at IMG National, who have they beat? Honestly, their 2 signature wins on that schedule are, wins over MIAA teams with losing records. All right, got it out of my system. Guys, come on. St. Thomas is a top 25 team nationally this year. If you don't think so, go to NFHS and watch some of the film. Go watch the Boys Latin game. Number 3 team in the nation. They played them well. Okay, forget that. Or don't. Okay, before also, FLN Florida Prep Showcase coming up Saturday and Sunday. I believe we're down to 14 slots still available. And we're going to do a little bit more publicizing of what you're going to be seeing. I've seen the schedule. It's very heavy on training. You're going to be getting training from coaching staffs of Division I, Division II, NCAA teams. You get to show yourself in front of these coaches so that if you're a little under the radar, you got your shot to make your mark. We'll hopefully have a full list of the staffs attending. And believe me, this one's worth it. I would not have put our name on it if I didn't think so. So if you have any questions at all, get in touch with us or just go straight to the sign up and go ahead and do so. $299 that I believe will be very well spent training, recruiting do's and don'ts. And I'm going to be talking to you during one of the lunch breaks about the history of the sport and some of the things that you need to understand about why you are playing a special sport. Okay. College day. Let's go across all the college programs and see what's going on with them. Florida Gators women, they won the AAC title, 18-7 over Vanderbilt. Danielle Pavanelli had 6 goals and an assist. Emily Heller had 4 goals and 1 assist. Florida will be hosting an opening round of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament. They're the number 7 seed nationally. They'll be hosting Mercer. Jacksonville and Stanford are also in that bracket. Families, I can't emphasize this enough. An NCAA tournament doubleheader is a great way to spend a couple of bucks. And I believe it's Saturday. I could be wrong. I didn't check whether it's Saturday or Sunday, or even maybe it's a Friday, Sunday. I'm not sure. But either way, go check out the Florida Gators women's website schedule. You'll see the schedules there. And I can tell you, if you're in the area, go out, go watch some great women's lacrosse. I really mean that. Florida Gators men made the MCLA tournament. Unfortunately, they were first-round losers to Minnesota, 11-9. But still, congratulations for a great year. They were ranked top 10 pretty much the entire year. And so congratulations to Coach Hanrahan on that. The Jacksonville men lost to Richmond in the SoCon final 10-9. Jackson Intrieri with 4 goals in the loss. They missed the at-large bid, unfortunately. And when you go and you look at and you dig into the schedule, you see that the problem is that the 2 big wins over both Duke and Denver, neither of them made the tournament either, and it weakened their RPI, unfortunately. And so that's kind of rough. And they also lost to Johns Hopkins and Utah, teams that didn't make the tournament either. So that's kind of how that played out. Cole Hinton was named a USA Lacrosse Magazine 3rd team All-American. I'm not sure if that's John's first in the program, but either way, congratulations to him. Troy Hettinger and Max Waldbaum were also named honorable mention All-Americans. And then last night, if you missed the tweet, I was watching the PLL college draft, and Hinton was selected number 31 overall by the Whipsnakes. And that's a great honor for Cole and the program. Only 32 players get drafted or were drafted this year. And to have a Jacksonville a player who was drafted is a great accomplishment. Jacksonville women, they won their 5th straight ASUN title, 20-12 over Liberty. Alyssa Arnold with 4 goals and 2 assists. Newsom's Grace Hobson had 3 goals and 2 assists in that game. And as we mentioned, they'll be playing Stanford in the first round of the NCAAs. Congratulations to Coach McCord and the team. Great shot at hopefully getting past Stanford. If I remember correctly, is this not a rematch from last year when Jacksonville barely lost their first round? I didn't check that one, but for some reason, it's either that or USC. I think it's playing in my head. Anyhow, good luck to the Lady Dolphins, too. Stetson finished their year. Samantha Palladino and Mia Judd were 2nd team ASUN. Good for them, and because they were freshmen. 2nd team freshmen, and then those 2 and Katie Kornacki and Fiona Williams were named to the all-freshman team. So future's starting to look a little brighter for Stetson. 4 freshmen on the all freshman team, 2 of them second team all conference. Congratulations. Okay, the Flagler College men, Forrest Drew Flagg was named co-Peach Belt Freshman of the Year. Canterbury's Thomas Pritchard was named first team midfielder. This is also the Peach Belt Conference. They unfortunately lost to Alabama Huntsville 12-9 in the the Peach Belt Conference semifinal. And Jupiter's Tyler Douglas was named to the all-tournament team. The Flagler College women made it to the Gulf South Finals, where they lost to Alabama Huntsville 15-12. St. John Paul alum Caitlin Trainer had 2 goals in the loss for them. Very nice first season for the Flagler College women, too. The Tampa men are the number 1 seed in the NCAA D2 tournament. They're the only Sunshine State Conference team, unfortunately, that got into the event. As you know, we kind of spent all year beating ourselves up pretty good. Tampa will face the winner of Lenore-Rhine and UIndy in the second round. So they have the bye into that. It's only 12 D2 teams in the men's bracket, but there are 16 in the women. The Florida Southern women are the number 2 seed in the NCAA Division II South region. They're going to play Wingate on Friday. And I believe this is up at Queens in North Carolina. Tampa women received the number 4 seed in the D2 South region, and they will face the number 1 team, Queens, on Friday. So good luck to both of them, too. The FAU men lost to number 1 St. Thomas 12-4 in the MCLA D2 first round. Great season for them to even be invited to the tournament. Florida Gulf Coast men lost to Montana 9-8 in the D2 first round. That's a little tougher to swallow. Florida Gulf Coast, unfortunately, I think was the higher seed in that one. But again, congratulations to them for having a great year. The Kaiser men, they're going to be playing Reinhardt in the NAIA first round today. That's up in Pensacola. So again, if you're in that area, you want to see some great lacrosse, believe me, don't be fooled by the NAIA title instead of it being an NCAA. This is great lacrosse. And believe me, if you get out and you watch it, you're not going to be disappointed. The Kaiser women, unfortunately, lost in the first round of their NAIA tournament to SCAD Savannah. That ends their season, and once again, a great year for Kaiser. The WCLA is the women's version of the MCLA, or at least one of 2 of them, but the bigger one. Florida State placed 11th in the D1 tourney. They sort of play a round robin with loser bracket tournament approach, and the Seminoles finishing 11th, which means that the Florida Gator club team, a lot of you probably don't even know that the Gators also have a club women's team besides their great varsity program. They finished 9th place in the D1 tournament. So again, congratulations to both those teams. And I did mention I was going to try to get a little bit more information on that particular scene, but unfortunately I didn't receive any information back, so I probably have wrong emails. Maybe over the summer, I'm going to try to sort of establish a contact and better relations with those programs too. Okay. I'm going to probably do the high school polls Tuesday next week, just so I have enough time to really dig through and do it properly. So, if you're expecting them soon, just give me until about Tuesday next week. Still have a lot of things that have to get through, and we'll probably be taping the Final Four recap show next week. But if it's not next week, don't worry. I would rather take a little bit extra time and really make it a terrific show than to just rush something up just for the sake of timing. And we have all summer anyhow. We've got the club scene. We'll By the way, Varsity Sports Network is going to be doing that Orlando-based girls all senior all-star game. They're going to actually be covering it live. So once we get the broadcast details, we'll bring them to you. But again, it's great to see them taking that next step and being willing to put more lacrosse on the shows. And I can tell you it's going to be a great partnership. First year, we've only been at it like 3 months or so. But believe me, we're not going to go away in the summer and the fall. Okay, just wanted to mention, or also, since we're talking about colleges, I haven't yet done a college power rankings article as far as the Florida kids in Division One lacrosse. I'm going to definitely put some effort into that. And since I'll have a little bit of, obviously it'll be quieter once the season's over. I'll try to go back and do it on the women's side too. So we'll have both D1 men's and women's rankings of kids who are from Florida high schools. Just wanted to mention also that, we have, just wanted to mention some of the websites that, I check in on, and you should also. The Tampa Lax Report does such a great job over in their area. Basically 3 districts on both the boys and girls sides. I think they also might have a fourth on the girls, but great video, just great information. They do their own regional all-star, or however they want to choose it. The Tampa Lax Report All-Stars, and you should definitely be checking in with them every week. And just they've always been really supportive of us too, and I want to be just as supportive of them back. Lax 904, Ray Carnicelli, Sunday morning live broadcasts for North Florida coverage. Ray knows North Florida like no one else, and you should always be checking in with him too. Obviously, Varsity Sports Network, can't leave them out of the equation on this whatsoever. They've been a wonderful partner for us, great production support, and it's going to continue. Lax Numbers. Lax Numbers is basically what happened. Those of you who were big Lax Power users like I was, Lax Power is kind of split into 2 places. If you really want to have the right information, Lax Numbers is the power rankings portion of Lax Power. And they try to do more, but to be honest, fanlax.com on the other side is where most of us have gone for the forums. So, check out, both sites. Now that's a little slower, and get familiar with them and have some fun over there. And Brevard Sports Network, who has had me multiple times now with them. Obviously, they focus on the Brevard County side of the sport. They made a major push into getting to know it even better this year. Alan does a great play-by-play job, and Jackson also, who was on the broadcast with me with Florida Holy Trinity, and Alan. Caleb on the production side do a great job. Thanks, guys. Also special thanks on the Varsity Sports Network to Ontavious McCullough, who really helps me when I have quick needs and quick information turnaround. Those of you who know that Bobby Latmore is my co-host on the FLN broadcasts on VSN. And Bobby has really gotten up to speed on lacrosse and has shown an awful lot of desire to keep building it. And, again, we as the FLN community need to support the others too, because it's very important to acknowledge those that help us. Okay. And and I've mentioned him before, Joe Keegan, 10-Man Ride. I think it's at Joe Keegs, Keegs on Twitter. He's just so much fun to read. He gives you the statistical and film breakdown of games, both at PLL and in college. I've known Joe for probably about, 4 years now, maybe 4 or 5 years. But keep in touch with him every so often. He's just a great resource if you want to sort of take an advanced class in that analyzing lacrosse. I would certainly check out Joe too. Okay, once again, FLN Florida Prep Lacrosse Showcase. We're down to, I believe, 14 slots left. So if you really want to be seen by college coaches, be coached up by them, get some exposure to them, this is how you do it, showcases. So go ahead and check it out. And FLN Florida Prep Lacrosse Showcase 120. If you Google that, you'll find it easy, but you'll see still on my homepage the links to the article and the information. And once again, inside lacrosse, if you are not considering St. Thomas in your national top 25, you're not doing your homework. So get to it. Please do so. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News, saying so long from the Sunshine State.